you only get one chance at this thing called life, right? And I always talk about how don't allow waiting time to be wasted time. And I'm sitting in line here for this COVID test just so I can get back to a country I don't really want to even go back to. But anyways, got my laptop here ready to do some work because I knew I'd be sitting here for a while, man. And I got things to do. I got to send some emails out. I got to push these CD orders through. Got to email my list, all these different things. And sometimes people wonder, how do I get so much done? Or how does it look like I'm getting so much done? I'm using my time effectively. I'm trying to use it to the best ability I can, every minute, every second. Does that mean that I don't take a minute to relax and stuff like that? Of course I do. As I'm driving and whatever, I take moments to relax and get respite, but I want to plan my time effectively. If I know I'm going somewhere, going to do something, I want to make sure I'm using that time to move my music career forward. I talked about this in my book, Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams. If you have not read that book, go check it. It'll inspire you. But I talked about driving to work, writing songs, driving home, writing songs, making phone calls, right? At work, lunch break was not to be used with going out with people. It was to do my work, staying an hour late to avoid traffic. So again, I'm using my time, and I worked a little later, used their internet, used the printer, of course, asked for permission. I remember doing that one time. I was sending some things to radio, and I asked the manager, hey, can I print some of this stuff out? Because it was like photos and press kit and all this stuff. And nowadays, just delegate that, okay? Delegate that. And again, just trying to use my time as wisely as I can, because I want to move my dreams forward, man. Life is a gift. Time, you can always make more money, but you cannot create more time. Once that time is gone, it's gone. It's spent. Whether I decide to stay up late and worry, stay up late watching shows I shouldn't, or movies I don't really need to be watching, or I can go to bed or watch something inspirational, have a wind down, get a good night's sleep, and wake up early and get ready to freaking crush it. So I want to ask you, could you be using your time more efficiently? At work, going to work, going home, being in transit, right? When you're going to do things, right? And I'm not trying to tell you to be a workaholic, but sometimes you got to put in the extra 10x effort to get that input, just to get over the edge, to get this thing moving, right? Because we want to get things moving. You don't want 2021 or 2020 to be another repeat of 2022 or the next year. You want this year to change, right? Well, then you've got to change, my friend. You got to do things differently. This is so easy to do. This is so easy to do that it's easy not to do. And you make these small things like, oh, I want a more complicated answer, Chris. I want something really tough. I want to know your real strategy to success. No, it's taking these little moments and doing them and leveraging my time. I'm going to be going to the studio after this, going to be driving. And so what am I going to do on that drive? Well, am I going to make a phone call? Am I going to listen to something inspirational and educate myself? This car does not move unless I have a podcast, an audiobook, or music that's motivational, or something that can be motivational to me or help me move my career or my dreams forward, right? Your dreams are not just handed to you. It is in blood, sweat, and tears. And one of the big things I've realized with a lot of people, they want all their ducks aligned. They want everything to be perfect. Oh, you have to have a perfect studio, Chris, to record videos and perfect audio. Or I could be just putting valuable content out there and start and get better. You want to have this perfect studio, perfect background, but you ain't perfect yet. You don't even know how to speak yet, or you don't have your message dialed in, or your vibe. You haven't developed that skill yet, but yet you put it off and want everything to be perfect, when you need to just be developing you right now by putting in the work and doing stuff and starting whatever it is that your dream is, right? It doesn't have to be perfect to get started, right? What's the quote? You don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to start to become great. Did you miss that? You don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to start to become great. So get started today. Get started on your dream, your songwriting, your whatever it is you want to put out there. Looks like I got to do my COVID test here in a minute, so I'm going to have to bounce out of here. But again, I just want to see you guys killing it. Make sure you pick up my book, Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams. Listen to it on Audible or get the book on Amazon. I know it'll help you, inspire you, because we relate to stories, right? One of the big things I would do before I got on stage was think about, not how amazing I am and how much gifts I have, because people don't relate to my success as they relate to my struggle. So that's why I wrote the book Fighter, because I know you'll relate to the struggle more than you will success. You'll appreciate the success, it'll inspire you, but it's the struggle that I went through, the pain, the going broke, the rejection after rejection after rejection, and yet I'm still here, and you're still here. People are going to say no to you, dude. That's just a part of the journey. I had a buddy I was encouraging, just like sales calls and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, just pick up the phone, man. Like, what's the worst thing they're going to say is no? Okay, they said no. All right, well, can you give me a why? Give me some perspective at least? And then I get better. And then I come back and I swing again. How many times was it that Colonel Sanders was turned down for his chicken recipe? Like hundreds of times and thousands of times, and finally someone said yes, you know? So just know that no is a part of the journey. I think it's Les Brown who says as well, make no your vitamin. Just take it every day. All right, I got to do this COVID test. Peace.